All right, so today we're diving into something pretty cool, learning English and AI skills at the same time.
Yeah.
And all the stuff we've been looking at really shows how powerful it can be to combine those two.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like, if you want to learn things quickly and thoroughly, which is what, everybody wants.
Right.
It makes sense to try to find ways to bring these two together.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why it's so important is that if you think about it, English is like the main language for anything tech, especially AI.
Right.
So, all the most recent research, the best courses you can take online, even just the everyday discussions about AI.
Yeah.
If you want to understand it deeply, English is super important.
It's not just helpful. It's it's essential, really.
Exactly.
And, the other cool thing is that instead of just memorizing English words or grammar rules,
Right.
you're actually learning it by diving into AI stuff that's actually interesting to you.
Right. Oh.
But so, you're picking up the vocabulary and grammar naturally.
Yeah.
While you're also learning these skills that you can actually use right away.
So how can people actually do this? What are some practical steps?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
We've seen a few key strategies in what we've read.
yeah.
One of the big ones is taking online courses that are taught in English about AI.
Totally.
And there are platforms like Coursera, Udacity, even just YouTube. They have tons of resources like that.
Mm.
And by doing that, you get to learn the specific English terms that are used in AI. But it's not just reading a textbook. It's in an actual learning environment.
Right. And I think what's really neat about that is that it's sort of, from a bigger picture, it forces you to actually engage with the language.
Right.
It's not just passively listening to it. You actually have to process it in order to understand these AI concepts.
Yeah, it makes you think in English.
Right. And I think even beyond formal courses, things like reading articles about AI, listening to podcasts, like we're doing right now, and even just participating in online AI forums where everyone's speaking in English.
Right.
All of that is super valuable for you to really immerse yourself in the language.
And there's also this idea of actually using English when you're doing AI stuff. So
Oh, definitely.
if you're trying out some code, make an effort to write all your comments and explanations in English.
Mm-hmm.
Because that way you're not just learning the technical stuff, you're also getting better at writing in English.
Absolutely. And it's such an efficient way to learn.
Exactly. You're killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
But I can imagine some people might feel overwhelmed
Oh, yeah.
by trying to learn two difficult things at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you deal with that?
Well, one thing that they mentioned in some of the stuff we read was to start with small goals.
Mm-hmm.
Really manageable stuff.
Okay, yeah. Maybe just try to learn one new AI concept and one related English word each day.
Right.
That can really make a big difference.
Yeah.
And it stops you from feeling like you're in over your head.
I like that approach.
Yeah.
And don't forget about the fact that AI itself can actually help you learn English.
That's right.
You can use tools like ChatGPT
Lovely.
to practice having conversations in English or to get help with anything you don't understand, whether it's an AI thing or just a grammar rule that's confusing you.
It's almost like having a tutor that's available 24/7.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And another thing that's really important to remember is that you're going to make mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
That's just part of learning.
For sure.
Whether it's coding or English, you can't let that discourage you.
Yeah.
Actually, every mistake is a chance to learn and get better.
Right.
So it's really about persistence and just being willing to keep practicing.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
So to sum it all up, learning AI while you're also improving your English isn't just about saving time. It's a really smart way to build skills for the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're basically creating this powerful learning loop that keeps reinforcing itself.
Totally.
I like that.
Yeah.
So just to leave you with something to think about, imagine there's a specific area in AI that you're really curious about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if you went out and found all these resources in English, research papers, tutorials, online communities, all focused on that one area?
Right.
How much do you think that would help you learn both AI and English?
Yeah, I think it would be huge.
Yeah, and what's one small step you could take today to start exploring that?
Yeah, just one small step.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
I know, right?
Lots to think about.
Yeah, lots to think about.
Okay, well, this has been a great discussion.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's it for our deep dive today.
Take care.
See ya.